Sir, I just found out that Kermel Moton, not only is he going to be boxing on the next Manny Pacquiao card, but he's actually officially migrated from Mayweather Promotions over to MP, Manny Pacquiao Promotions. And I mean, what if anything does that communicate except the ineptitude of Floyd Mayweather's brand power, not Mayweather the fighter, but Mayweather the brand. That you had a fantastic starting point. You were the premier boxer of your era, pound for pound number one. You made the most money that any boxer ever made in the history of boxing. But when it was all said and done, the brand didn't count for much, the Mayweather Promotions brand, because he had a whole stable of guys. It wasn't like it was just two, three, or four, or five guys. He had a whole stable of guys. And there was a legion, an army of young fighters that were willing to adhere to his counsel if he had counsel to provide. What time has shown is that he never had a mind for that role. You let a bunch of other people micromanage it under what was supposed to be the brand power of your name, that in a short while really dissipated, because Mayweather's era wasn't actually that long ago. We're talking about just a little over a decade. It wasn't that long ago. And for there to be so little of it left, that, maybe that's what his legacy is. Seth, what it do, Sorrow, what it do, Cervecero, que lo que. So yeah, Kermel Moton, that really looked like he was all that was left of the Mayweather Promotion stable. He's a Pacquiao fighter now, basically. He's a Pacquiao fighter. He's with Manny. And Manny's brand, it's growing slowly. Things are coming along. I will say that off the rip, Mayweather Promotions had more going for them. They started off pretty solid. They started off with a lot of fighters. And, there's very little left of that. Manny's brand is growing more slowly, but he does have fighters. Kermel Moton is his fighter. Risalim is his fighter. He's got other fighters, Isaac Cruz is one of his fighters. What it do, Martin? Country, what it do? Yeah, I seen he's calling him, Uncle Fester, but I don't find it amusing, Country. I don't, because it's kind of ridiculous that you could be, you could be doing as bad as Oscar and still find the time to talk shit. I don't even find that shit funny. Like, the dude looked like an idiot to me. Like, Brody, you don't need to worry about Dana. You don't need to worry about the Zuffa belt. You don't. Maybe that's your problem. You're worried about everything but what's going on in your own house, in your own stable. You need to worry about that. That you could be going through this lawsuit thing or whatever, that Virgil's trying to leave or whatever it is, and you still find the time to play around. And it's like, really, homie? Dana's fine, bro. Even if the Zuffa belt looks like a crock of shit, even if it doesn't have any meaning, right now, and it doesn't. It's not a real world title. It's not. Until you got world-class fighters fighting for it, it's not really a world title. The fighters make the title. The fact that the fighters are fighting for the title is what legitimizes it. But yeah, that you could say this and that about Dana, but he's doing better than you, and that's the bottom line. Like, he's doing better
Well,
than
I
you.
was laughing more at Oscar's stupidity, is what I was laughing at.
Yeah, I seen that shit. I seen the shit earlier, and to me, it was kind of like, yo, this dude is kind of retarded. Like, Oscar, like, yeah, you're kind of retarded, Oscar. Like, how you got time to be worrying about Dana? Worrying about other motherfuckers is probably how you in this predicament. Instead of, focus on what the fuck you gotta do. What it do, Brandon? What it do, Tonio? Somebody, oh wait, that's me. I posted that link. I said somebody, I was about to say somebody took my name. No, that's literally me posting the link. But yeah, big weekend of fights, man. We got a lot of fights this weekend, man. You know?
That's a good thing. That's a
Yeah,
good
that's
thing.
yeah, that's a good.
Somebody earlier today, somebody said Oscar's sitting at the helm of the sinking ship as it's going down, still talking shit
That
while
was
it's
Dana.
going down.
That was Dana White that said that. That was Dana White, which is true. Bro, how you got time to be worrying about Zuffa? Zuffa is cool for the next 7 years, my guy. You don't need to worry about them. They belt could look good. They belt could not look good. But that's not your problem. Virgil is your problem. And I don't know, man. I don't know. Like, I'm not gonna pretend. I don't really got a feel for what's happening now because Golden Boy just made the argument that okay, we're out of contract with DAZN, but our relationship is not over because they just approved a March show and we still have a working relationship. I don't know if that's going to be enough to hold Virgil to the terms of the contract because the terms of the contract seem pretty finite. If you don't have a broadcaster, we don't got a deal. And technically, you don't have a broadcaster because,
It won't
well,
hold him. It won't hold him.
I don't know. I don't know because that's what makes the case for Golden Boy to maybe hold him is the zone did approve that March show. They did approve it, so it's like you could use that to say, look, we still got something going and we still got a relationship. So where he's telling you that we don't have a broadcaster, look at who's broadcasting our next show. It's a semi-solid argument. We'll see, but it's a semi-solid argument. If they wouldn't have approved that card country, I would have said, okay, yeah, you're kind of fucked. But they approved it. So it's like, yeah, y'all got something going on if they still letting you do shows on their platform. Real talk, what it do?
What's up,
George, what it
ladies?
do? Ain't shit, bro. We was talking country wasn't here when we was talking about whether or not John Jones is gay for rubbing up on the
Yeah.
lady boys in Thailand. And I told him country that it's not that he's gay. It's that he's so dominant in his combat that if he wanted to fuck you, he could. And that's alpha shit. Like, that's alpha shit. It's not something I would do, but that's where John is at with his shit. He wants to prove to you that he dominates you by fucking you. What do you think about that, country?
That's frightening as hell, man. I wouldn't do it either.
That's fucking funny, bro.
It's a weird guy, John Jones, man. But I'll make the point that nobody's gonna say any of that to his face because, well, that's how dominant he is. You say that, he might fuck you, might beat you up, and then fuck you. So gotta be careful out here.
That's like prison shit, man.
Shout out to Edward. It's still BS that Oscar groomed and backed Virgil all through his medical issues, canceled 3 fights on fight week, all for what you got to put it. Yeah, I mean, you make a valid point. You make a valid point in the sense that speaks to what I say about the fighters all the time, that before you feel sorry for these guys and play them the violin, understand that they're looking to better deal the promoter the same way the promoter is looking to better deal them. So don't make them out to be the victims. Everybody's looking to better deal everybody in boxing at the end of the day. And it is true that they stood by him through all his bullshit so that when he's at the pinnacle of maybe crossing over, oh, now you want to leave. But the counter argument is that a lot of what they're saying about Golden Boy is true. You burn a lot of bridges, you make a lot of enemies, you conduct yourself in a way that is not in keeping with the president of or the figurehead of a promotional organization. And at the end of the day, maybe Virgil has outgrown Golden Boy. Who here thinks he would be better off staying there? Who here thinks he would make more money staying with
I
Golden
don't at
Boy?
all. I do not at all.
That's the counter argument that I get that they developed a fighter and they invest and they, that you wouldn't be where you are now without them, which is true. But that doesn't mean he didn't outgrow that promotion. If somebody's offering you 16 million over here, 12 million over there, the question then becomes, okay, can I get that fucking with you? And if I can't, yeah, it might be time to dip. It's fucked up, but that's
Hey,
how it
Jules.
Go ahead.
You see my regular gym? The well-lit bitch that I be at?
Yeah, I seen that shit.
Yeah, so I decided to come up here to Carrollton because they got a new branch. It's like all state-of-the-art and shit, bro. Peep game.
Let me see. Let's get a look at that shit. Hold on. Put it on Jumbotron.
Oh shit, it looks good, man. Look at that.
Oh, look at the cardio.
Yo, that
Cardio's
shit
all upstairs, like.
Yo, that
Cardio.
big. It's big as fuck.
This hoe's
bro.
nice,
Yeah,
bro. Look, they
That
got
place is huge, man.
we got punching bags over here. We got a tarp. We got fucking over here is where they do like all the Instagram shit. And we got bags, heavy bags, battle ropes. You know what I'm saying?
Those the water bags, right? Those is the water bags.
It's a teardrop bag, but it's not water. It's regular. Yeah,
Yo,
bro.
let me
This
go
hoe is
front. I would love.
nice, bro.
My dick is getting hard. I hope the people in the
Bro,
gym can hear me. My dick is getting
this
hard.
they can't hear you. Eh? This hoe, this hoe for like no commitment, $50 a month, right?
That's stated, yo, not for nothing. 50 for that gym is a good price. 50
And
for
I'm
that
really
gym
only
is a
able
good
to
price.
use all the shit because my cousin works here, so I'm using like his employee badge and shit.
Oh, dude, you got it going on, man. Yeah,
I
50
got it
Yeah,
bucks
good,
is
bro.
great.
Yeah,
that gym is
Yeah.
state of
yeah.
the art, bro. Fifty
This bitch
dollars.
is
I
bad,
would
but
I would
my
pay
problem
that.
is it's way too fucking hard to get up here, dog. Like I'm not, and
I
it's
would
this
pay
is
that.
this is a white neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't
Oh, it
exactly
is.
yeah, I
It's
ain't
what it's
exactly
what
comfortable up here.
it's Guero Tangs.
Yeah,
Pero
this is Carrollton. This is like North Dallas type shit. Where I go to is like South Dallas. That's more hood. Motherfuckers
not
working out with no shirts on and shit.
but not for nothing. That's just like I would pay $50 for that gym. Like
Oh,
that's a
it's I would
steal
say
when you
it's
think
worth it.
about it. It's
They
that's a
got a
steal when you
cold
think about it.
plunge. They got a cold plunge. They got infrared sauna, bro. They got all kinds of crazy ass shit, bro. It's,
Only $50, bro.
yeah, bro. Yeah.
Wow.
This is like they have another company called EOS, and this is like their answer because EOS be setting up like fucking Olympic pools and hot tubs and shit in their gyms.
Uh-huh.
So this is like my gym's answer to EOS. That's why
Bro,
they had all.
that shit looks like it's the size of an airplane hangar, bro.
But
That shit is
it
huge,
literally is,
bro.
bro. This bitch is
Dude,
fucking huge.
don't let the white thing throw you off, man. That don't mean shit,
No,
dude. That's a
it's more so it's the cops. It's not even the people. It's the cops. Up here, they're a lot more strict. They're a lot more on your ass and shit. You
Well,
know,
what
so it's
the
like
fuck are you doing, bro? Walking around with your dick out? Like, what you worried
it's,
about the police
it's
for?
not, because I ride around dirty, not to fucking tell on myself. But I don't got no license, no registration, no sticker, no nothing.
Oh,
Hey,
shiznit.
I gotta get the fuck to that highway and quick.
Oh,
You know what I'm
shiznit. You
saying?
better, you better drive careful.
That
Better drive
that's the goal
good,
for the
bro.
years though. That's the goal for the years. I gotta get my registration going. I gotta get my license going. This is the year of success, bro.
Lucius asked, "Is that a gay Mario Barrios on the screen?"
No, no, no. This is the straight one.
Yeah, the gay one is fighting on Saturday. The gay one
Yeah,
is fighting on Saturday.
yeah. Elmira don't be giving him nothing no more.
Yeah, she ain't giving them no pussy, bro. She ain't giving them no pussy. But yo, that gym
All
is
right, yeah. I'm gonna
nuts,
holler
bro.
at y'all. I gotta get in the fucking shower and shit. I've been here for like fucking 5 6 hours. I was on IBFP when I was still here. Man.
damn,
Wow,
man.
5 hours
Yeah,
in the 5 hours in
yeah.
the gym.
Cause
God damn.
I'll do like an hour with the barbells. You know, it's like bench,
Uh,
dumbbell rolls or barbell rolls and shit like that. I'll do an hour with the dumbbells. I'll do an hour with cardio, and then the rest is just like cleaning up, fucking sitting in the sauna and shit. Yeah, I've been here a good minute. Even the
I
desk lady's
dig
like,
it.
"The nigga's still here."
I dig it.
Uh
But yeah,
oh,
yo,
yeah. You better be careful staying around that long up there. They might call the cops on you.
Hell
that's what
yeah,
I'm
this is
saying.
this
Yo, you
creep
can make
walking around with his phone.
motherfucking police up there. But yeah, yo, Carmel in motion. He is not a Mayweather fighter anymore. He went to Manny Pacquiao.
Word?
Yeah, he's a Pacquiao
No
fighter,
way. He
yo.
went to Pacquiao.
That's not. I mean, like, look. Everybody already knew Mayweather Promotions is dissolved, right? Like, there's no stable. There are no Mayweather cards. He's not micromanaging fighters. He doesn't do that anymore. But nothing communicates that more than the last remaining morsel of Mayweather Promotions going to his adversary, going to his rival. Like, damn, he ain't even go to Matchroom.
Yeah,
He ain't even
he went
go
to
to Match.
Manny.
He went to Manny. Like,
That's got a
goddamn.
sting.
Mayweather Promotions is dead, bro. That shit is dead. You know
Yeah.
the the ineptitude of Floyd Mayweather is everywhere you look. So you look, this weekend we got Richardson Hitchens versus Oscar Duarte. For those who didn't catch it, I'll say it again. I have Oscar Duarte winning the fight. I think he's going to upset him. I think that Richardson Hitchens got a lot of consideration in the Lemos fight for just being a matchroom fighter that he won't get now because, well, you're not a matchroom fighter. You're not a Golden Boy fighter. They're going to lift that title off of you on Saturday. And Oscar doesn't have to actually beat you, like legitimately. No, he doesn't have to legitimately beat you. If he's throwing a lot of punches and being busy, I think that'll be enough for the judges to give it to him. So I've got Oscar Duarte winning that fight. I've got Gary Antoine Russell potentially knocking out Hirioka. I'm sorry, Andy's a good fighter. He's a good fighter, but like I said in the video I did, for those who might have missed it, this is a guy who's been fighting largely domestic level guys. He's fighting Japanese guys that are around without fighting those Mexicans, without fighting those Brits, without fighting those black guys. You can only improve but so much if you just fighting Japanese guys that are around. Like you over there fighting a lot of Jin Suzuki's. Well, you ain't gonna get. And look, he did beat Ishmael Barroso. To his credit, he did beat that guy. But that's an old guy, bro. Like that. Like that's the best guy you fought is Ishmael. That's not saying a whole lot, homie. So on top of that, he did,
on the planet.
on top of that, he didn't fight all of last year. He didn't fight at all of last year. He didn't, he's not gonna have the chance to acclimate to this time zone because he flew in the week of the fight because he was having visa issues. So it's all bad, bro. Like, yeah, it's all bad, bro. Like, I got Gary. Herb, what the fuck?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay.
So I got Gary winning that fight. Ryan, I have Ryan knocking out Mario Barrios. I don't really see it any other way. Granted that Rolly Romero did beat Ryan. He didn't beat him fighting the way that Mario fights. He beat him by boxing, by using his jab. He fought like a Salas fighter because he's a Salas fighter. Mario ain't going to do that. Mario going to Mario the shit up and walk into a left hook. So I got Ryan winning that fight. Beyond that, this Shakur Stevenson and Ryan Garcia thing is becoming a conversation. And I think that that'll be a good way for Shakur, if they make that fight, to show you why he's better than Devin. Because I don't think for a second Ryan is going to beat Shakur. I don't. If I'm making the same mistake I did before, so be it. But I got Shakur taking him to school with a lunchbox and a sandwich in the lunchbox if they make that fight. Now, why would Ryan want to fight Shakur? Because he's thinking what a lot of people are thinking. I'm going to do to him what I did to Devin because they're very similar. And they are similar, but they're not carbon copies of each other. Shakur, as boring as he is many times better than Devin. Yeah, he's better with that base style than Devin. So I got Shakur winning that thing. They're talking about a catch weight of 144. I don't think that shit is necessary. Motherfucker, you get bigger than that. You walk around 150, 160 something. Why we need a catch weight? Just fight that motherfucker. Just fight him. We don't need this catch weight shit. Bud didn't have a catch weight when he beat Canelo, right? So why you need a catch weight for Ryan? Get out of here, bro. So we shout out to Jay Flint. Does this hurt whose legacy? Whose legacy are you talking about? Beyond that, we got Clarissa and Franchon. I haven't talked about that fight too much. I was going to wait until tomorrow, maybe do a video about it. But the most that I could add to that conversation, and I said it at the end of the last live when I was telling Herb, the most exciting thing that could happen the night of that fight is Franchon pulling the upset. If Clarissa wins, it ain't going to mean nothing. You beat her already. You beat her at the beginning of your career. This was not a rematch that people were calling for. It's not really a hot ticket. Clarissa claims that she sold it out, but hey, we'll see, dog. When I look out into the crowd, we'll see what you sold and what you didn't, But that's the most exciting thing that could happen in that fight is if Franchon pulls the upset. Other than that, it's another ho-hum Clarissa fight. Does it? Go ahead, Herb.
No, so she better be working on. She better be working on her next opponent because it's gonna be hard to find one after this one here.
I mean, it's not that she doesn't have options. It's that she doesn't like the options that are at her disposal, really. Because you could have been for Jadeja Green. You could have did that. MVP would have paid you something good for that. If what you think you're gonna do now is go to them and ask for $2 million, that's what's not gonna happen. Yeah, MVP not gonna give you that. They're not gonna give you that. I could tell you that right now. I know for get.
There's only two opponents that she has. It's Jadeja Green and Savannah Marshall. That's it. There ain't nobody else out there.
Even if you don't like her, right? Even if you do like Clarissa, the real issue is this is bigger than you. them divisions don't got a lot going on. Like, for example, 160 is 2 champions there, right? They both got all 4 belts split between them, but nobody knows that. Now, hypothetically speaking, you could go to 160 and fight them, and it wouldn't move the needle. It wouldn't do nothing, you know. And I don't even want her to go to 160 because my Canadian girl is at 160. I want her to have those fights and win those belts. Um, it's just the situation is bigger than you, and it always was. That these divisions don't have a lot of women in them because generally a lot of women ain't that big, and the ones that are, they don't really box. You know, like you talking about 175, 200-pound woman. Yeah, it's a lot of those, but they ain't boxers. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, you find some joints out here that weigh 2 and change, but they ain't boxers. So, you know, you got to work what you got to work with. You know, it's bigger than you. You know, I think that maybe she'll get pregnant after this because I don't really feel like she's in a hurry to fight Jadeja. Not because she's scared, but because she doesn't care. I don't think she's scared of Jadeja. But I don't think she cares that much about fighting her. I don't think she wants to fight Savannah again. Savannah hits hard as the thing, and I've been all through that. So I figured that after this fight is probably the most opportune time for her to let Papoose shoot up the club and get you pregnant. You know that's he gonna shoot up the club after the fight.
Okay,
Shoot up.
okay.
I've never heard it
Okay.
described that way.
He's not gonna
I
do it.
can't take credit. I can't take credit for that. Shout out to my man Butter. He used to say that, like when he talking about nothing in a bitch, he would say shoot up the club. So I got that from him. He say I'm about to shoot up the club. And I can see the shit is Pat. He probably don't want that, Herb, mate, because he damn near 50. He don't want to be
Yeah.
raising kids out here.
Yeah,
But
he's not
she
gonna do
want that. She gonna put that pussy on him. She gonna put that pound for pound pussy on him, and she just gonna leave it. He gonna try to pull it out, and she just gonna put it on him like, nah, you ain't getting away. And you know, I mean, it's hard to pull out when they doing that. By the way, it's actually very hard to pull out when they do it.
Pull out period.
Yeah.
Hard to pull out period.
Now, sometimes, like if you fucking up from the back, it's not that like you take willpower, but yeah, you could pull out. You could pull out, but when they on you, like that's different. Like that's different. Like, you know what
You're
I'm saying?
going down, man.
And then when you feel they putting it on you, even though you know you shouldn't, you do the opposite. You pull them in, like, all right, fuck it, we doing this. Let's shoot this club up. You know what I mean? So,
Dude, I'm surprised
You know what I'm
anyone would want to procreate with that lady.
yo, look, man, he's into tough broads, bro. You could see that. They're like, what get his dick hard is if the woman is more manly than him. Like, yeah, like
He's
you
getting
went from-
close, dude. He's getting close to being Drew, bro.
No,
Just
you know
one
him
step
and John,
away from being a dude.
I was gonna say, you know, him and John Jones might link after based on the shit they
Yeah, I heard he touched down in Cali earlier today.
You know
Drew
what I'm
called
saying?
him up though.
Yeah, you know, Drew got him on speed dial. But yeah, like you could tell that he liked the tough broads. You know, he liked the tough broads. That's what gets him off. Personally, I'm too old for the hostility. Like I don't, you know, the tough broads is cool when you young and you got energy to be arguing with people and shit like that. But once you get all like, nah, that's a headache. I don't need that. I just need a sandwich. I don't need that. And yeah, he liked the tough broad. So I expect that after this, he's gonna get her pregnant, or she's gonna get herself pregnant. Somehow, some way, it's gonna happen. And then she'll be out for like 9 months, maybe a year. Because for her, that's probably the best move. Because what's out there right now, it's not gonna pay you but so much. Even if you fought Jadeja, right? It really ain't gonna pay you but so much. Even if you fought Savannah again, still not going to pay you but so much. You might need to give these divisions a breather to let them repopulate so that when you come back, there's a little something there, something built that, okay, I'll get at this now. Now might be the best time for her to get pregnant too. She's in her early 30s. Your biological clock is ticking. You don't got forever to get pregnant and push out kids. You know what I mean?
Savannah in the UK is the way to go for big money for her.
Yeah, but for quote unquote big money, because it's like Will it get you more money than you normally get? More than likely, but generally she doesn't get what Katie gets. I know that. Like, yeah, she doesn't get what Katie gets, and I know she don't get what Amanda gets. Amanda's getting M's, not M's. She's getting M's. So it's like you're not gonna get. I don't think you're gonna get M's for either of those fights. I know you're not gonna get it. I don't think nobody gonna kick out an M for you to fight Jadeja. That's just not that big a fight. You might could get that with Savannah, but you know, maybe a M, maybe, you know. Shout out to Troy. Poor choice tying yourself with a woman like that. Use your other head. Yo, he liked the tough broads, bro. You could see that. He liked the hostile broads, the ones that'll curse at you while you fucking them like, fuck you. You know what I'm saying? Like, he liked that shit, bro. You know?
No, I mean, see, she's like I told you, it was a chick on saying that she related to her and she was getting an SSI check. So I mean, if she was getting SSI, she's mentally disturbed, and it ain't hard to tell. And
honestly, it ain't.
I think Pap and them is playing on that. Pap is gonna milk her for money to pay his debts, him and Remy debts. They just gonna use her. If he's not getting her pregnant, they just gonna take her along for a ride, see what they can get out of her. It's gonna fall apart within a few years. Yeah, maybe a year from now, it's gonna be all over.
Maybe I think that too, because I was talking about that a couple of months ago. That she, you know, she sprung. You know, you could see that she's all in this relationship. Her pussy is wet all the time, like she sniffed coke. Whereas for him, that's a grown ass man. That man is almost 50. He done seen all different kind of boxes, all different kind of. It don't mean to him what it mean to you. You know, you feel like you a power couple now and shit. Where it could very well be what you saying. Because who brought Win Records into it? Pap.
Yeah.
Now they getting a cut of whatever you do. Like, is it that they paying you 2 M's or is it that they just getting a cut of whatever you do? Because I'm sorry, I find it very hard to believe that she's getting 2 M's for Sunday. I don't believe that. Like, nah, where's it gonna come from? Fuck is 2 M's ain't just gonna appear out the sky. You know what I mean? So, you know what I'm saying? So,
bro, y'all want to see some shit?
Yeah.
Look at this shit.
Let me see.
Infrared
wow, that's the infrared
sauna.
room.
Yeah,
that's the infrared room, yo.
Hey, watch out that your freaking phone don't explode in your hand, bro.
That's a
this
sauna,
is the
bro.
Infrared room.
If you
they got a blue one right next to this bitch.
Herb, that room, no cap. If you go in that room and sit for 10 minutes with a hot towel over your lap, your dick gets bigger. It's like it's powerful.
This is the blue bitch.
That's the
Dude,
blue
are you
room
like
to
a
get
club?
it.
Oh,
That's
shit.
the
No,
blue
this
room,
is
so
this
it
is the
shrink
gym,
down.
dog.
That's the blue ball.
This is the blue. This
Yeah, like
one
if you
make your balls
if you,
shrivel a little bit.
yeah, like if you
I
go in
guess
there,
Drew
like if
goes
you
in that
have
room.
blue ball, Drew is in there every day, bro. 3 hours a day, bro. He's in
This
that room
is
every
fucking
day, bro.
dope, bro. And then
You know
look,
what
the
I'm saying?
cold plungers are right there. I'm trying not to. There's a woman in there.
I ain't fucking
Cold
with that
plungers
shit
are right
because
there.
I ain't fucking with that shit. Like
It's
Sulem,
badass
shout out
because
to
they have it
Sulem.
right next to it, so you can hop right over into that bitch.
Sulem told me about them shits, and she was like, they're real good for inflammation. Shout out to her. I ain't spoke to her in a while. She said those shits is real good for inflammation, but I read that, well, yeah, they are, but if you're trying to gain muscle, you maybe don't want to do a cold plunge. For the boxers, it's good for the inflammation that they get from repetitive movements. For the boxers, it's good. But for somebody who's trying to put on muscle, you actually don't want to do a cold plunge. I stayed away from them shits. Like, yeah, fuck that shit.
This is like the massage chairs and shit.
Let me see.
They got lady boys there?
No. This is like the relaxing area type stuff. You can sit on these massage chairs.
Do they have a masturbation room?
Balls. Yeah. It's right around this corner over here. There are private showers and
wow.
Toilets and that's fucking awesome.
Does it come with lotion?
Yeah, actually, it's right. It's aloe.
I get lost in that.
Aloe vera.
Yo, not for nothing. That gym is big as shit. Like
this gym is fucking amazing, but I just
hate
that I can't have this as my regular gym.
That gym looks like a damn mall.
There's a big gym near me, but the reviews are so bad that I'm like, yeah, I'm not joining that shit. The reviews ain't that bad for no reason. Like if people took the time out to go to Google to write all this shit, yeah,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know,
People
you
don't
gotta
just
be
go to Google
mad.
to do that shit.
Exactly. Like you gotta be mad to get home, to open the laptop, to type all this bull. Like, all right, this is serious shit.
Fuckers gonna
You know what
play
I'm
me,
saying?
cursing their ass out, punching their
Right? Motherfucker got home hot as shit. You're like, motherfucking bitch gonna tell me, fucking bitch.
I got you.
Bro, that's hilarious.
Motherfucker get home hot as shit. Like, motherfucker gonna revoke my membership. Talking about my sweats and how I do a squat. Fuck
No,
y'all.
because
You
what
know
I
what I'm
like
saying?
about this gym, like this branch, is not this branch, but like this company is they
Mm,
really don't like fuck with you too much. Like they're not gonna come and tell you to put a shirt on. They're not gonna come and tell you to turn your music off. Over there at EOS, the people who they're trying to compete with this one, fucking
mm.
assholes, bro. That's the only place I've ever actually had a bad experience. Fucking manager was in the sauna with me talking about, oh, we don't have live music going. I was like, oh, okay, my bad. I turned it down. He's like, no, like no music at all, bro. I was like, I'm just looking at him like, I'll smack the shit out you, bro.
Wait, what
Was he
does he
wearing
mean
a
no
towel
music? Wait,
too?
no, wait. What do you mean no music at all? Like what? They don't let you
Well, cause
play
no, cause
your music.
I carry a JBL speaker with me because I don't give a fuck.
Uh-huh.
So I'll be having my JBL speaker in the sauna, and 9 times out of 10, the sauna don't have music playing in here. This is the only
Uh-huh.
gym I've ever been to actually that has music in the sauna. But I always carry my own JBL because I'm not gonna wear a headset in the sauna, bro.
I dig it. I dig it. I mean, some gyms is old school. Like, you remember old school gyms didn't have a lot of rules. Old school,
Yeah,
like taking off your shirt was kind of a given at an old school gym.
yeah.
Honestly,
Here they kind of like have like a designated area type shit for you to do that stuff, just to like help other people be more comfortable. But they
I
generally
mean,
don't care.
on one end, I get why. On one end, I get why they would say, okay, well, they don't want people taking off their shirts. But on the other end, isn't that counterproductive? Like, bro, you checking your gains, you checking your physique. Like, this is what you're here for. So
Yeah,
like,
Right.
you know, bro, bro. Like, everything is offensive now. Motherfucker taking off his
yeah,
shirt,
that's
looking
what
at
it
his own
is.
chest is offensive to somebody. Like, how the fuck are you offended by my chest, motherfucker?
Niggas is fucking jealous, bro.
Motherfuckers is jealous out here, bro. You know what I'm saying? But it
Yeah.
don't matter.
Yeah, no, I'm
You know what I'm
actually
saying?
this low key saddens me. This can't be my normal gym. Maybe like
Why?
like
Oh, you say
just
you
cause
saying? Oh, you saying you would want to go there?
yeah, I would, but I'm not finna go out of my way to come all the way up here. I like
I dig it.
my normal spot. You know what I'm saying?
I dig it. I dig it. Sometimes I be wanting to go to other gyms just because other gyms have other equipment is my main thing. Like,
No, bro, this gym has some crazy equipment, bro. Like it has some like really specific muscle group like equipment, dog.
well, what I would like is even though I would like to use a lateral raise machine because I see that some gyms have them,
They
and you
have one
basically
here. They have one here.
you stand on it, and all you got to do is like that. But at the same time, you know what? The thing is, the basics and the classics, in my experience at 43 years old, and not just exercise in general. There's a reason why the basics are the basics. There's a reason why the classics are the classics. They fucking work, and
Yeah.
nothing works better than them. Like, yeah, for you to pick up 2 dumbbells and lift them up there, yeah, you got to be strong, fam. And that's what I'm trying to get at. Strength. Like, you got to be strong to do that. You know what I mean? Shout out to Danny Lopez. There's actually a hustle going on with that where people purposely leave bad reviews on your page, then someone else calls your business saying they can monitor your page for fake reviews. Wow.
Like review bomb.
Wow.
I dig it. Di que jovencito a los 43 años, manín. That's not young, bro. 43 is not young. It's not
Yo,
super
what
old. It's not old, but it's not young, bro. It's not young, you know? And yeah, just back to the Clarissa shit. I could believe that she has a disorder. If I had to guess the disorder, it would be bipolar disorder. Because that's what
Yep.
I don't think she's schizophrenic. I don't think that, or she hears voices, but I do
Yeah.
think that she has mood swings, and there are narcissistic tendencies there. There might be some sociopathic tendencies there. They're like, yeah, this broad is off the hook, bro.
Yeah,
I can believe that.
And then you were touched, molested as a child. That adds to the whole
Oh yeah.
situation. Yeah.
So I could believe that, but I mean, on one end you kind of want to feel sorry for her, right? But at the same time, you think, doesn't everybody have baggage? Is that really a license for bad behavior when because you got baggage when pretty much everybody has baggage? It's just different baggage, but everybody has shit going on, you know? Shout out to motherfucking Oakland. True that. I used to deadlift 495 in my 20s. Got back into lifting weights in my mid 30s, and I pulled 315 for a couple of reps like nothing. Yo, I'm telling you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Barbells, what I like about machines, honestly, what I do like about machines is they're ergonomically designed to prevent injury. They give you the optimal leverage by putting you in the optimal position. However, dumbbells reveal your strength. Barbells and dumbbells, yeah, they do, dog. Because you can't lie to the bench, and the bench won't lie to you. Either you can move that shit, or you
it'll send you
can't,
to
bro.
Snap City.
That's what I'm telling you, bro. But that's also why my old ass, I'm not deadlifting, I'm not squatting, and I'm not. I'll occasionally bench, occasionally, but it's like, nah, yeah, why risk the injury, bro? At this age,
The problem with machines is that they take away the use of stabilizing muscles,
they do.
and ultimately that's what you really need is stabilizing muscles.
Yeah, they do. Like you could do a lat pull down till you're blue in the face with, nice weight, nice reps. But that's not better than a pull up. It's not, dog. Like a pull up is a pull up is a pull up, and everything else is everything else. And a bench press is a bench press. You could use machines that mimic it, but a bench press is a bench press. And yeah, you got to be strong, dog. Like it's a lot of motherfuckers out here. They can't bench 225. Motherfucker, I don't know what drugs the people on Instagram are on, acting like that's normal. That's not a normal bench, 225. You could go to almost any gym. Most guys is not even benching that. So when you talking about 315, or because there's people out there, God bless them, that they can move that amount of weight. I'm just saying, you in the top 1% now, bro. Because most motherfuckers is never gonna bench 3 and change. Yeah, most motherfuckers not. That's elite right there for you to bench that shit. I think Real Talk could get there though. Give him 2 years, he'll get there.
Yeah, that's
2
the
years
goal.
and a bunch of Austrian.
Fuck yeah.
Man, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Yo,
You
real
know?
talk. What gym was that, dude?
It's a fitness connection in Carrollton, bro.
Oh shoot.
Shout out to Sergio. I keep thinking 40 is old and you will look keep thinking 40 is old and you will look and feel old. At 40 you start to notice the patterns of life. That's what I'll say. It's not a lot of people get to this age in different condition. Look at Broner. Broner's not 40 yet. So look at him and imagine what he'll be like at 40, right? So a lot of people get to this age in different condition. But what I will say is, even if your body is still up to scratch at this age, you will feel old because if you're observant, you see how the world changes by that age. You're old enough to see how things were different 30 years ago, 20 years ago at that age. And that's a part of what makes you feel old. And what else makes you feel old? Robert Duvall died, bro. Robert Duvall died, bro. You know what I mean? He died this week. Fuck it. That's one of my
Really?
favorite actors, bro. Yeah, he died,
By
bro.
the
He
way,
died.
rest in peace, Jesse Jackson. I heard he died too.
Jesse Jackson died, bro. Called that made me feel old seeing that. When I see these people, going out, it scares you a little bit, but it also makes you feel old because Jesse was not a young man in the greater scheme of things. He lived a full life. He was not a young man. Robert Duvall, he was in his 90s. So these, you could call that natural causes if you make it that far, but it's still intimidating that these are people that you grew up watching them. It was a whole call Jesse. You got to call Jesse, right? Robert Duvall, how many fucking movies was he in? To see him going out, that's really what makes you feel
Dude,
old.
it's gonna suck when Arnold and Sylvester go.
Oh, don't say
That's
that.
gonna freaking suck.
That
dude.
is gonna suck, bro. It
That
is though.
those are gonna hurt. Those are gonna hurt.
They already
Those are
look
gonna hurt.
old as it is. Like you
Dude,
see them walking, I'm like, damn, dude.
Knowing Arnold
Age
had
did
heart
not
surgery.
treat.
No.
Age
Wait a
didn't
minute.
treat
Now.
them well,
Don't say
dude.
that. That's not true. That is not true. I'm telling
Like
you
in the
right
sense
now.
of where they're at now. I'm like, dude, Arnold,
No,
the
bro.
heart
I'm
surgery, that's
telling
something
you
serious,
right,
dude.
my guy. Arnold is not a young man at all. So the fact he's still up and walking around, that shows you did take care of yourself, because there's people, they not up in the look. Ronnie is younger than Arnold, bro. Ronnie Coleman is younger than Arnold. Ronnie can't walk around, bro.
Dude, it looked
He
like
gotta use
a
a
bomb went
walker.
off next to him. Like I'm not. okay, 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 shoot. Okay. I should have said that,
Motherfucker got
but
hit with an IED. Oh shit.
Speaking of
Y'all niggas
Stallone,
are
did you
going
guys
to
wrong
see the,
hell,
choice of
bro.
words, but
did you guys
No,
see the
but-
Rocky picture that I posted? I got picked that up today, man.
I'll say this, that a part of what has helped Sylvester Stallone, because Sylvester's not a young man at all. Like that in Tango and Cash, I think he was already in his 40s in Tango and Cash. Like he was not a young guy. Like he reached his prime at or around late 30s, early 40s, when he starts coming out and he's all diesel and shit, right? So a part of what has preserved Sylvester is, look, the guy works out all the time. Like he showed that the guy works out on a regular basis, but also he uses shit. So I mean, sparring use of synthetic steroids, anabolic drugs or growth hormone for older men, that might become the thing that keeps you around, because it's like, yeah, those are the things that you start to lose as you get older. You lose testosterone production, and you start to thin out your muscles. And when you start to lose your muscles, it's a bigger problem than people realize, because those muscles regulate a lot of things: blood pressure, blood sugar, range of motion, your ability to fall down and not die. Yeah, that's what your
No, and
muscles
it
are for.
also helps when you do a lot of resistance training. There's been some research that's come out that if you do a lot of resistance training, it strengthens your bones so that as you
Yep.
get older, they become more.
Really?
They're still durable.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, because osteoporosis, especially among women, for example, women's bones naturally become weaker over time. They're very much prone to osteoporosis. And of course, osteoporosis affects men also. So one way that you counteract that is resistance training. It will make your bones more dense by doing that. So, and it's not for you to go, if you feel so inclined, country, you can deadlift if you want. You can deadlift if you want. You can bench if you want. You can squat if you want. If you up for it, you could do that. I'm not doing any of that shit. But
You can
if you want.
If you're active, then you'll more than likely be good.
you can dance if you want
You can dance if you want. You can throw your hands behind. But if they don't dance, they ain't no friends of mine. Yo, you know what I was working out to earlier? I was working out the I Need a Hero. When I tell you I was hitting
That's
PRs
that
like
shit, boy.
yo, I was hitting PRs
That's that
like
shit,
a
boy.
motherfucker, bro. I need a hero. You know what I'm saying? Whatever works, bro.
You're freaking singing
Low
like that in
key,
between
you know
sets,
what
and they
I
ask you to
was
leave.
on the elliptical. You know what I was running to? Fucking TGIF by Katy Perry. I went 30
Bruh.
minutes straight on that bitch.
I just downloaded the fucking Kumite soundtrack. The one I
That's
just
the one.
Saturday.
That's the one.
You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker gonna be I'm gonna be throwing them motherfucking 45s like frisbees on Saturday, bro. Like, I'm fucking hype, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Motherfucker finna Captain America throw that hoe.
Here, okay, USA.
Okay, USA. Shout out to El Cagón. James Vanderbeek and Catherine O'Hara. Yeah, man. The one with James, really, that one hit me hard, because that wasn't a young guy. That was a young guy. I mean, 48 is not young, but it's not really old either. You know, like you're not really old. That one hit me hard, bro. Because I watched that kid's whole career as an actor. Like, when Dawson's Creek takes off, I seen all of that. Like, I didn't watch it, but I mean, I was around to see his ascent. So for him to pass like that that bothered me. You know, that really bothered me. Robert Duvall bothers me because, like, damn, I used to watch this actor all the time. Now he's not here. That bothered me. You know, and the guy who played Sauron, what was that guy's name? Country, the one who played Sauron on Lord of the Rings.
Oh God, I'm blanking.
What's the fucking guy? Something Lee, something
Christopher Lee.
Sir,
Christopher Lee.
something. But you, Christopher, when he, you know, that one hit me hard, bro. Shout out to motherfucking George. FM, fuck Mary Kill, Monster Edition, Succubus, Succubus, Harpy, and Mermaid. I'm fucking the Mermaid. That's a given. I'm fucking that Mermaid. Harpy. I don't know enough about a harpy, but I'm killing that Succubus.
Nah, fuck that. I'll marry the mermaid. I'll kill this. I'll kill the harpy, and I'll fuck the succubus.
Yeah,
Well, Succubus is like the Succubus gonna suck and fuck you is the shit. So you don't even gotta do nothing to her. She's gonna suck and fuck you. But yeah, man, you know, it's just that's really what makes you feel old. Cause physically, I don't feel old. I still get bursts of energy. I still, I do need afternoon naps, but that's because of habitually taking afternoon naps. It's like, well, I did that because I kept doing it over and over. So now I look for my afternoon nap. Physically, I don't feel old, but psychologically, I do. Seeing,
I feel it way more now that I'm getting older, but it goes back and forth. Sometimes I'm fine and I can do shit, and other times I feel it and I'm like, oh fuck, you know?
Yeah.
You're an older guy. You're not an old man. So that's
right.
Yeah. You know, yeah.
I need to get my butt in the gym though, dude. That's the problem. I need to get my butt in the gym.
Yeah, because you know, you could do a lot. You could get a lot of good work done with moderate amounts of weight. Believe it or not, you don't have to lift heavy. You have to work hard, and there's a difference. You don't have to lift heavy, but you do have to work hard. Some people, I'm not one of them, but some people, they like to do a lot of reps. I'm not one of them. My rep range generally stays in between 5 and 10 to 1 and 5. So I lift fairly heavy, especially when I'm doing 1 and 5s. Lift fairly heavy just because I want to get to failure quicker. The goal is to get to failure, irrespective of your rep range that you prefer. The goal is always the same: to get to mechanical failure, to spurt growth and promote strength. How long you want it to take for you to get there, that's the part that's up to you. And some people like, you know, doing 10, 15 reps. I'm not one of them. Like, yeah, I can't. That's too fucking light.
I don't want to get all huge and shit. I'd rather get like, you know, I'd rather be nice and strong, real strong like a boxer, but you know, you're still like, you know, slendered down where you look good, but you're strong.
You can do
that.
See, I don't country, you wouldn't country. You wouldn't have to make. Like, I didn't make major changes to my diet. Oddly enough, I got weighed in today, and I gained weight. I don't like, where the fuck did I gain weight? And I'm like, I don't know, but you know, and it's because explanation is simple. Muscle is more dense than fat, so when you put on muscle, you'll put on weight, but it may not be visible. You know, I'm thinking it's got to be in my legs because I'm hitting my legs really hard, and those did get a bit bigger.
I got weighed in recently myself, and I don't like it, man. I'm the heaviest I've ever been. I'm like 260 right now.
Country, I'm gonna tell you, if you go to the gym and don't make any major changes to your diet, right? Say you don't make any major changes, you eat the way you normally do. What's gonna happen is you're gonna get slimmer. Because instead of the food just taking up space and becoming waste, becoming fat, it'll actually start to get metabolized, and you won't have to. It won't be it won't be what they make it out to be on the internet, that you know you got to eat protein shake and then you got to eat the this, and you don't have to do a lot of that shit. There's plenty of motherfuckers in prison right now with no protein powder and no creatine, getting cacked and jacked as shit off of ramen noodles, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Well, the protein shakes come in handy in the morning because sometimes I don't always have time for breakfast. So I'd rather have that than nothing, you know.
I'll tell you what. Unless country.
Gonna fast.
Some people swear by their protein shakes, country. Some people do. I swear to God, I don't. The farts, country. The fucking farts, bro. The fucking farts are and You know, I like it because it gives me an excuse to drink milk, which is high in fat and protein. It gives me an excuse to do that. But between the lactose of the milk and the protein powder, the shits is all milky. The farts are rank. So it's like I take breaks from protein, and I like what I'm about to do now. I'll pop open a can of tuna fish, and I prefer to get protein off of that than protein powder. Like, yeah, can of tuna fish is 19 grams of protein. Average scoop of protein powder is about 20, 25 grams of protein. But with the tuna, you get more than just the powder. You know, you're getting zinc, you're getting all this other bullshit. You know, I don't really like taking protein powder. Like right now, I've been taking a break from it because it beats the fuck out of my stomach. Shout out to Lewis. Who is the alpha male goat on the panel right now? That's fucking Herb, bro. He fucks all the fat bitches. He's
Yeah,
stronger than me. Shit,
Herb
fucking
is
these
the man
fat.
on campus, man.
that's
Yeah,
right. And I'm
Herb is.
still alive too.
You know what I'm saying? Fucking these fat hoes. But yeah, it's good to go. It's good to go and understand you don't have to lift heavy. There's so many misconceptions. I think it's because the fitness industry is generally built on lies. You have a lot of people that are taking a lot of gear that are trying to convince you the reason they look that way is because of their program or it's because of their routine. No, it's because you're on gear, right? And it makes it easier to sell people these ideas when you're on gear. If I told you that you could get just as big as somebody else doing something completely different, or you could get just as big as somebody else doing the same thing, or that you don't actually need protein powder to get big. You really don't need that shit. It's a supplement. It's all in the name. You can use it to help you out on the days where you don't get your normal intake of protein. You could use it for that, but you can generally get fit without protein, without creatine. Those are just little things that are there to help you. You don't need them, you know? And the fitness industry always tries to convince you that, oh, you need this new routine. You need to try this new movement. Bro, curls and rows and presses, they will work. Guaranteed. You just need to do them often enough. They will work. It's a promise. The basics work. That's why they're the basics. They fucking work. You know?
And
Yeah,
you know
man.
something else? You know, because I had bearded dragons before, and I used to feed them crickets, and like I have to dip the crickets in protein powder because the bearded dragons couldn't digest the food without the protein. So, and I dipped the crickets in the protein and feed them, and then they made some of the terriblest shit off of the protein powder. So that's how I know what you're talking about when it comes to that
Did they
protein.
get
But
swole?
Trying to tell you.
even off an animal,
It's swole.
Bro, the shit is I don't like that shit because it give me mud butt. And I try to
Yeah.
I would try I would always take the protein shake with a meal, right? Because I'm hoping like, okay, hopefully this will make everything nice and solid. I have a
yeah,
nice solid turd. Nope, mud butt. Fucking toilet getting all stained. Wife getting mad at me like cause it'll leave a shit smear in the
you
shit. And you know if you have
That's your
guests,
Jackson
you don't
Pollock
want
painting, bro.
you
wipe it in 10 minutes.
you don't want to have guests or you call management, yo, management, come fix this, and it's a big old shit smear in the toilet. But it's like, yo, that protein powder, that's what that
Yeah.
do.
Freaking on the
You know what I
bottom,
mean?
it's your little signature.
Shout out to Luis. After 35, you should lift to failure to produce test. Absolutely. That's great advice. You really, I think you should always. I don't know where this new shit started
What is
that you
producing cat?
say testosterone.
Okay, okay.
Testosterone, yeah, because remember after 35 you start it starts to stop, you know, so unless you're doing something to counteract it, and you know generally you want testosterone, you know, that's the shit that makes you feel good, feel strong, energetic. It's what helps you get boners, like, yeah, you want testosterone,
I
you
wasn't
know.
trying to interrupt, but I missed the abbreviation, so I didn't understand.
And you should I'm there's different lifting methods. I'm not going to say that what other people are doing doesn't work, but generally you should always go to failure. Yeah, you should always go to failure. You should always do the reps until you can't do them. That's how I've always done them. That's how what works for me, right? But these new, what I see about the younger kids that work out is they don't want to do that. I'm like, why wouldn't you want to do that? What's the fucking point if you don't do that? What's the point?
Both poses.
Fucking don't. Well, I'm gonna leave one rep in reserve for what, bro?
Jay,
In
I'm
reserve
saving it for
what?
later.
The only
Hey, yeah,
the
they're saving
advice
it for later.
the advice that I would give people is rest, bro. Rest between sets, a minute or more, at least.
Actually, it should be between 2 to 3 minutes. Actually, between
No, yeah,
sets.
honestly,
Especially if you're going to failure correctly.
and especially if you're lifting heavy, like Brody, you ain't gonna have the ATP to move that shit again if you don't give yourself a fucking break. That's the one thing I will say that they're right about. You do need to rest.
Dude, I pushed 60 today on the dumbbell press. Or dumbbell press.
Trying to tell you, bro. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta know how to use your energy, man, wisely. Yeah, like if I know I want to bang some prosties Friday, I'll chill out. I won't jerk off until now, until Friday. You know,
Listen,
Dude, Herb, you want
the
some
key
demon
the
time,
key to
bro.
dumbbell pressing. Well, the key to any press.
Dude, Herb, like, you don't need to share
shit.
this, bro.
Oh
Herb, you
shit.
don't need to share this,
No,
bro.
this
You
is
can
this
keep
no
it
no
to
no no.
yourself.
This is
Get
a
down,
good guy.
Herb. Get down.
You know what I'm saying?
Herb's
This
on
is
that
no, this is-
demon time, bro.
This is important. No, because the shit is, look, prosties and fucking with the prosties gets a bad rap, and I'm of the opinion that you can save a lot of money
This
on
nigga
rent.
said
man,
gets a
You
bad rap.
they get a bad rap because with the
How do you
prosties,
kick a fucking host off the goddamn
what
panel, bro?
do you think
Yeah,
costs more
dude.
money?
Someone put a
What do you think?
freaking
What do
bounty
you
on
think
Jules.
costs more money, being in a long-term relationship or fucking with a prosty on
Bro,
Friday?
you're not gonna
Probably
explain to
cats or
us.
something.
You're not gonna explain to us why we all pay for pussy. We understand that.
Yeah. So
You
what
pay
do you
more money
think
than the
costs
other.
more? A marriage? Right? Like how many motherfuckers? A
That'd be good,
marriage
man.
or some prosties?
You better
You know what
make
I'm
sure
saying?
girl ain't hearing this.
The prosties are the better deal, man. They save a
Talking
lot of
shit.
money.
let me tell you something. Don't get it
I've
twisted.
lifted. Go ahead.
Don't get it twisted. I did the marriage thing now, and I couldn't save a fucking nickel to save my life. Did the
Tell
marriage
you.
Could you save a
with
penny,
with
though?
two-step shit. I couldn't save a fucking penny, man. What, man?
Shout out
Please.
to Oakland's. I've lifted with Polynesians. Those they strong as hell, bro.
Bruh,
Them
I thought
dudes-
that was
that's
a
a different
sauce.
type of lifting.
You know how many people owe me money right now, Jules? A family member, because they know I sit on a few hundreds. Because I got keep money now. I keep fucking money every day.
yeah,
I got a few hundred
I
dollars.
mean,
Let me borrow
the
50.
weird shit.
What's up, Herb? Let me owe you
The,
some money.
the weird shit is that as much as we pursue these women and these relationships and these situations, right? Yo, it create wild problems. You broker more, you stressed more. Yeah, I
Hell
mean,
yeah, bro.
like
Nah, cause look,
honestly, like
I'll keep it a bean with y'all, right? I'm not with my baby mama. You know what I'm saying? Like
oh
it just
shit.
didn't work. It didn't work out, you know what I'm saying? But I'm so much more fucking peaceful right now. My skin is so much more clear right now. I'm
Yo,
losing
honestly,
weight
look,
again.
for all I'm telling you, for all the effort that we go to get these broads, to get in these relationships, yo, motherfucker be stressed in a motherfucker after like, hey, relationships are stressful, yo. You know what I'm saying? Shit, I need a cigarette. I'm about to go get a cigarette and a can of tuna. I'll be right back.
Damn.
Should I sing the song?
Please eat the tuna first.
Eat the tuna, or unless he freaking has tuna
Then
flavored
off to
cigarettes.
reap the corn and leave where I was born. I cut a stout black horn.
Hey, yo,
For the brand is ghosting goblins.
real talk.
A brand new pair of bros.
All right,
No, I'm
man. All
fucking-
right.
Yo,
Okay.
hey, yo, real talk.
What's good, way?
Hey, yo, what happened to the fat prostitute that wore spandex on the way to Brooklyn?
Oh,
What?
God, no.
What happened to the fat prostitute that wore spandex on the train on the way to Brooklyn?
What happened to her?
She got Flatbush.
But
You going to hell, Herb? You're going to hell, Herb.
Oh,
That's fucking funny, dog.
what do you call a prostitute with a prosthetic leg?
Prosty.
What?
I don't know.
A discount.
Yo,
Dude.
Yo, that's good.
Yo,
What do you call a
that's
midget
dogs,
prostitute?
bro.
Half price
You're right.
or 2 for 1.
I'm gonna make up some more prostitute jokes.
Just type it in the
No, all right,
chat.
all right, I got one. All right. So, guy walks into a bar, right? Bartender's like, "What are you having?" He's like, "I have a Jack and Coke." Cool, sets an apple in front of him. What the hell is that? I asked for a Jack and Coke. He's like, no, just bite it. He bites into it. He's like, "Oh shit, this tastes like Jack." He's like, yeah. Turn it around. Fucking bites into it. He's like, "This side tastes like Coke." You're welcome. Second guy walks into the bar. He's like, "What are you having?" Like, "I have a gin and tonic." Sets an apple in front of him. He's like, "What the fuck is that?" First guy's like, AOA. Just bite into that shit. He bites it. He's like, "This tastes like gin." He's like, yeah. Turn it around. "This side tastes like tonic." You're welcome. So the third guy walks in, right? He's like, "What are you having?" I'm a little undecided right now. First two guys here, and they're like, "Hey, yo, whatever you want to drink, bro." He's got an apple back there for that flavor, dog. He's like, "Whatever flavor I want, whatever flavor you want, bro." You got an apple back there that tastes like pussy? He's like, "Do I?" Bite. He sets the apple in front of him, right? He bites into it. He's like, "Oh, this tastes like ass." He's like, "No, you got to turn it around."
Yeah. Blood clot. Shit. What?
I'm beat to shit, fella. I'm fucking tired. I don't even want to drive home.
Just freaking walk home, bro.
But this
Yep.
was 24 hours. I'm
Yep.
just gonna go fucking sleep in the fucking private room or something. I'm tired as fuck.
Dang, bro.
Fucking
Oh yeah, I kicked my ass today.
What was Oscar talking about? And then the UFC fighters are trying to sue Dana. Like fighters aren't trying to sue you neither.
Bro,
I know, right?
that is so corny, dog. That nigga Oscar just need to shut up.
He's the last
Wait,
one that should be talking about something like that. You know? I mean,
Wait, he made another ass clap?
Oh yeah,
oh
this
yeah.
morning.
Oh my gosh, dude.
That nigga corny, bro. You know he only posted that shit because he got called out.
He's only posting that because he's got a fight to promote. That's probably why.
Yeah. How you guys got that Ryan Barrios, bro?
I think
I'm taking Barrios, man.
Real Talk's gonna lose, bro.
Oh man, I'm coming for Ryan, but
What about the co-main?
what is the coming? Is it the Duarte and
Hitchens and
Hitchens?
Duarte. Yeah, Hitchens and
I'm
Duarte.
taking Duarte. I'm taking Duarte.
Yeah, I'll take Duarte.
I think pressure burst types. He's gonna put it on, man.
He's gonna Richard his Hitchens, bro.
Hell yeah. I don't like Hitchens, bro. Like this, I just don't like them,
Hitchens,
bro. I don't like the
he
way he moved
seems.
whenever it was time to get that IBF.
Nah, Hitchens, he's like a dollar store Devin Haney, dude.
Where'd everybody go?
No, I'm still right here, wait.
I'm still here.
Okay. It just got so quiet. I was like, uh-oh. My shit fuck up.
I got my speaker turned off because I'm smoking some weed. I don't want to start coughing and crazy and shit.
Right.
Oh, fuck, yeah, I gotta step away. Fucking go on a phone call.
Motherfucker came back to radio silence. Motherfucker just stood here and stood quiet.
Well, I
Stood
started
quiet
singing
for-
on the Rocky Road to Dublin, but everyone shut me up.
Mm.
On the Rocky Road to Dublin. 1,
You talking about
2,
that-
3, 4, 5.
You talking
Who
about that
sings
shit from
that song
Sinners?
anyway?
I'm
Hell
talking about that
yeah.
shit from Sinners.
Yeah, I was watching that
On
shit
the
while I was
Rocky
working
Road.
out.
I love
Well,
that
come
movie.
on, man. Let them sing it, damn it.
I know I wasn't the only one that would have fucked that fat chocolate joint.
Bruh, bro. I tore that shit up.
You know what I'm saying? They start fucking out, dick getting hard. Like, yeah, I'd have fucked her in that
Man,
little ass
that's
store
a
too.
special cow too. That must be where buttermilk comes from.
You know what I'm saying? They started. Remember he went to pay her a visit. She mad and shit. Started fucking right there in the store.
What does a cow
I'll
give but her milk?
But her milk, buttermilk. You know what I'm saying? Young boy was wilding. You ain't even fuck that bitch yet. You eat her pussy. You crazy. You crazy. You like her. Remember that? They at the party in the movie. First thing he do, he don't even put his dick in the bitch. He started eating her out like, yo, he's bugging.
Oh
Better
damn!
than me,
Yeah,
homie.
he's rich.
You better than me. You know what I'm saying? But
That's a good thing.
you what? You gonna eat a joint out before you fuck? I thought
Yeah.
If I'm doing that, I'm busting out
no.
a good sized piece of saran wrap. You know what I'm saying?
I would say
No, you eat that first.
I don't do that right away unless it's like a bad, like if it's a bad joint, like then yeah, you would kind of, you want to make an impression, but that's not the regular, that's not the factory settings, that's not
But
factory settings.
let me tell you something. You know how they say fighters got that dog in them? See, we got that
Mm-hmm.
dog in us. Now check it out. When a dog runs to another female dog, what does he do? You think he go bite on her neck and lick her nose? What does he do?
He sniff
What is
ass.
Yeah, you can
He
start
sniff.
licking. That's what we do. We got that dog in us. First
Oh
thing first.
shit. You better than me, dog. Uh-huh. But yeah, you know, so we got that shit. We got all that shit on Saturday. I'm really hoping they do this Shakur and Ryan fight. It's looking like they're gonna do it because that's all they seem to be talking about, the both of them. I done seen Ryan talk more about Shakur than fucking Mario. You would have thought he was fighting Shakur on Saturday. You know what I mean? Because what the fuck you gonna say to Mario, dog? We know who you are. We know what you here for, and we know how you got here, bro. What the fuck you gonna say to him? You know what I mean? The Shakur fight, I'm interested in that fight because I wanna be proven right. I think Shakur could win that fight easy, and he'll show Devin how to do it. The shit is, if you do that, then the Devin Haney fight becomes more of a talking point, which I'm not interested in. Like, Brody, I don't want to see Shakur fight Devin, but if you fight Ryan and beat him, that's what the conversation gonna become. You know, I don't really want that. Ryan trying to fight Puerto Rico, trying to go after him. You know what I mean? And that ain't gonna work neither, because you just don't have the leverage to get him to do what you want him to do. The most that you could hope for is that Turkey throw a bag at him to listen to you, because without that, there's no reason to fight you, Devin. If they do that fight just to do that fight in America without Turkey throwing a bag at it, it ain't gonna generate nothing, Devin. You're not no superstar.
What about Devin and Ryan?
Devin and Zayas.
Bro, that's gonna do double wood.
The only way that fight happens is if Turkey want to make it, because Devin by himself, you don't got the leverage to get that fight. You don't got it.
Right.
And personally, that style matchup is almost never entertaining. Boxer puncher versus pure boxer is usually pretty fucking boring. Usually,
Yeah.
that was T.O. and Shakur. That's what that was. They're like, yeah, usually when you do this, it's really just the boxer puncher pity patting them. Usually that's how that go. I don't want to see that shit.
I don't see any Devin fight to be honest.
The only thing that makes the Zayas fight intriguing is Zayas is bigger than him. So if he decide to hit the gas, then things could get interesting. Like, Brody, I don't gotta sit here and play with you and fence you. You little to me. I just walk your ass down and beat you up. But you know,
Walk him down, Zayas.
We'll see. We'll see what he do. Because Devin, you gotta fight somebody, homie. You do gotta fight somebody. Even if I'm not interested, you do gotta fight somebody. And nobody at 147 give a fuck about you. It seems like, yeah, they don't give a fuck about you, bro. You got a belt.
You should just fight Keyshawn there.
That's the one I want. That's the one I want. That, you know what? If y'all gonna make one at 47, Make that one. Keyshawn say he want it. He don't got nothing to do. Devin, you don't got nothing to do. Turkey should offer him that. We'll see if Keyshawn ready. We'll see if Keyshawn ready for that fight. I seen Greg Hackett say he don't think Keyshawn is ready for that fight. He don't think he win that fight. I know where he coming from, though. I do know where he coming from. I said it myself. If it took you 12 for Jermaine, you may not knock out Devin. And if you don't knock him out, you might lose the decision. You know? I see where he coming from. But I still want to see that fight. I'll take that. I seen Andy Cruz. Andy Cruz. I said it. I said it right after he lost. I literally said it right after he lost. You know what the IBF gonna do? They're gonna put him in a final eliminator to become a mandatory for Raymond. That's what they're gonna do, and that's what they did. But they want him to fight Albert Bell. For those that don't know, Albert Bell is big as fuck for 135. That dude is 6 foot, 6'1". That's huge for 135.
Word?
Yeah, he's a big boy for 135.
Funny little bastard.
But that's your shot at the big time, you know, Andy, that you lost to Raymond, but you still got a chance to become a world champion. Because Raymond not going to fight you again. What's going to happen is if you beat Albert Bell, Raymond going to leave, drop the belt, and then you going to get elevated like he got elevated. That's going. Well, did he get elevated? Raymond? Did he get elevated? Yeah, he got elevated. That's going to happen. You know, so you might as well. Might as well. But I have no faith in Cuban fighters, man. No faith.
You start taking your creatine, bro?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Probably buy that shit on Monday.
Type shit. Yeah, remember, just go for just regular ass unflavored creatine monohydrate. You be straight. It don't matter.
Yeah, I don't want it to taste like nothing. I just want to be able to mix that shit in.
Yeah, that's what I
and
do.
with that shit. I don't want it
Yeah,
to
because
taste
I
like
fucking
nothing.
I had like a cherry one, and so I try to like work around that shit. And after that, I was like, I'm going straight fucking
The
flavorless.
first creatine I took was cherry flavored. This was over a decade ago. It was good. Like it tasted good, but I just right now I don't want flavors. I just want to be able to put the shit in, drink the shit down, bing.
The problem with that specific one that I had was it would leave behind a chalky residue like at the bottom of that shit. No matter how much I shook that shit, you know what I'm saying? But this one I have now, it dissolves a lot better.
You send me the brand of that shit because
I got you.
I don't want it to taste like nothing. I just want to be able to drink that shit and go. Because creatine does give you a kick in the ass. Like that's real. It does give you a kick in the ass. Like you'll be able to get out more. You will feel stronger. Like you literally will. You know. It's just that for me, it's a little bit overrated. For or at least the one I was getting, it was just a little bit overrated for what the shit costs. It was kind of expensive for just to be able to get out a couple.
Look, this is the one I use.
This
is the one I use. It's just flavorless creatine monohydrate VMI.
All right.
You can order
VMI.
it online, or you can come to like your gyms or something that'll pick it. I don't know what your gym carries, but this is what my gym
I heard
carries.
the German brand is a lot more pure.
You
no,
said
I'm
the
sorry.
German
My
brand
friends are asking me what creatine I use, and I use the one that they sell here. Thank you.
Get her phone number.
I thought I fucking muted myself.
Get her fucking phone number,
No, that's the one I was asking if I was still here.
Shout out to Chico. What I miss? Oscar slurping WBC on Ring Show. Man, listen, man. Oscar's a dickhead, bro. That dude is just gonna talk shit to talk shit at this point. To me, he looks like a fucking retard. Like, bro, your company is going under, bro. Don't worry about the Zuffa belt. You got bigger problems than that. You know what I mean?
What do you think about that chain, Jules?
I mean, like, the poor person in me kind of liked it. I ain't gonna front like the shit. Did y'all see it? The shit is kind of nice. Like the shit is kind of nice. I ain't gonna front, but at the same time, I forgot who was it that said it. They said this is what the sanctioning fees go towards.
Fucking Caesar. Caesar sent me that shit too.
Yeah, Caesar said that. She's
that
like,
shit's
yo,
funny, dog.
I was like, he does make a good point. You know what I mean? That if you win, and you know what it was, Herb, it's not for every champion. It's for select so it's gonna be the same popularity contest shit that you just gonna get this shit the motherfuckers you like Ryan. but you're not gonna get his shit to everybody. It's like, it is nice though. I ain't gonna front. Like I seen it, the shit was kind of hard. I'm like, I ain't gonna front. This shit look alright. Jules, grab some. Let me see what that shit say. Jules, grab some Thorn creatine monohydrate. I'll look that shit up because I could do creatine more than I could do protein powder. Creatine doesn't fuck with my stomach. Protein powder does. Like, yeah, that shit hard on my old ass. You know what I mean? And yeah, man. So we got that bullshit. Eddie Hearn plans on doing 12 UK shows, 12 US shows, 6 shows in Australia, 6 shows in Mexico. They moving, man.
This
They
year?
moving. Yeah. As a result of the new deal.
Some good
They're
work.
talking about
Wow.
what they're talking about is 40 shows, 40 in the calendar year. 40. That's a
Damn, so
lot.
much for beating up babies, bro.
I'm trying to tell you, but that's not a bad thing. Like if you want to compete with Zuffa, that's how you got to outperform them.
But I mean,
That
we
is how
said
you
this, bro.
compete
Like
with them.
it's gonna stimulate the market. Like competition is good.
Yeah, that if generally competing promoters can only compete within one arena, and that is the arena of metrics. Y'all fighters don't have to fight each other for y'all to be engaged in competition. It's really going to come down to whose events generate more money and more views. And right now, that's going to be Matchroom by default because their events are bigger than yours. We got to see what Zuffa could come up with later in the year that's going to fuck with that. Shout out to El Talibano. You got to bring back the soundboard, Jules. What the fuck? If Shakur goes to 147, will Devin flee to 154? If Devin goes to 154, who can he beat? Well, they looking at Spence, Talibano. And I guess my question to you is, would you trust Devin Haney to beat today's Errol Spence? Panel?
Yeah,
You would.
much as I don't
You
like
would.
that motherfucker. Yeah,
Herb?
Mm, I don't know, man. I don't know. I know Arrow's style is better than his, but
Errol got the style for him. That's the same shit I thought that. Errol does have the style for Devin. Yeah. Step into
yeah.
the jab, go to the body, throw combination. You got the style. Like, Errol is a weirdo in the sense that Errol is a boxer puncher, but he leans towards the punching. Like, if you looked at Errol, if you just looked at random clips of Errol, you would think he was a pressure guy. Because he want to be there with you. He want to hit you to the body. He want to throw the combinations. But he's a boxer puncher. But he does have a good style for Devin. He actually does. But my question is, where is his punch resistance at? If Devin hit him with a hot one, can he take it? I know Devin don't hit that hard, but do you need to hit hard to hurt Errol? At
He
this
can probably,
point,
he could take it. I don't know. We don't know where like you said, we don't know what punch resistance is at, but I mean he hurt Brian. He just dazed him momentarily. He could have got him out of there, but I don't think his punching is gonna really hurt you all that much to when your ass is starched and can't get it together.
yeah.
But we don't know what Errol can take now, man. I
Country,
think
what you think about that? Let me go to Country. Country, what you think about Devin versus Errol? Who wins that fight? He must have went to take. Go ahead.
Devin versus Errol. Um, I just think that Devin's going to do his thing. Errol might have a few moments, but he's been out so long. It's just going to be another boring fight. Devin on points. I don't.
Do you guys think he's going to beat Country? You think he's going to beat Tim Tszyu?
That is more of a 50-50 fight right now. I mean, I don't know because Tim's actually been more active, but also Tim still has demons. So I'm going to give the edge to Tim because he's been more active.
One for Tim.
I think
Tim.
I'll go with him. Yeah, I'll go with Tim, but I really look at it as pretty even.
Herb, Tim Tszyu, Errol Spence. Does Errol win that fight?
no, I think Zoo wins that.
Wow, 2 for Tim.
Yeah.
Seth. Errol Spence, Tim Zoo. I'm fucking Seth. Real talk.
Fuck
Errol
you.
Spence, Tim Zoo.
I'll take Tim, bro, on the field.
Damn, nobody got faith in Errol. Nobody
Nah,
got faith
bro.
in the
3
big
years
fish,
is too
bro.
long, bro.
That was 3 years of fucking and drinking strawberry daiquiris, bro. That dude is rejuvenated. That dude been drinking amaretto sours all fucking year, bro. Not a fan of Errol, but he stops Tim. He's never been. I don't agree with that, Dojo. I don't agree with that. Tim was good, but when he fell hard, and that's the problem. He was good, but when his fall from grace, he landed on his face. Shout out to Anthony. Fighting Errol at super welterweight is low hanging fruit for Haney. Make Devin fight Boachuk, Madrimov, Murtazaliev, and Ennis at 154. Well, he won't get Boachuk because he went to Zuffa. Madrimov is still around, so you could do that. Murtazaliev is still around, so you could do that. But the shit is, you're not gonna get Devin in the ring with them guys. They not dumb over there. They not dumb over there. They know why you think they looking at Errol? They not dumb over there. Shout out to round 1. I want to go with the big fish, but I forgot. Bud turned him into Finding Nemo. That's a good point. The fuck does the big fish have to give us after 3 years and a hellacious ass whooping? Does he have to give us? I still like that fight, though. That's going to be a good fight to watch. It just bugged me out that Errol really going to go to Australia. That's bugged out, bro. There was a time where if you even suggested that shit, motherfuckers would have roasted your ass. Now, yeah, to make a buck, you got to go to Australia, bro. Because you sell that better out there than you would out here. If you do that fight out here, that's just you versus a guy that got his ass beat the last 2 years. You do that out there, that's a big fight.
Yeah.
Shout out to Dojo. Tim's feet is planted in the concrete. Granted, he doesn't have the best feet, but that is why he generates power, because he draws it from the ground. I see what you're saying. He's not that light on his feet, but, there's pros and cons to that shit. I don't know. On one end, I do think Tim hits hard enough to hurt Errol. I do think that, if he cracks him, he could get him woozy. Shout out to Anthony. Who wins Brian Mendoza versus Haney? Shit, they ain't taking that fight. Talk of SD said Errol only losses to Crawford. So how is he done? My dude, he was out for 3 years. That's how the fuck he was done. You saying that shit like he ain't been out for 3 years. People thought he was done. There's a good reason for that. Errol versus Tim. So what time will it be? That's another question, my guy, because normally Australia is about 12 to 14 hours ahead of us. So a fight between them, if they don't accommodate it for a U.S. time zone, that shit might be early in the morning, bro. It might be. If they do accommodate it for a U.S. time zone, it'll be happening in the morning over there and at nighttime over here. Errol is inactive. That's why. Yeah, the fuck? Shout out to Joshua. What a story that would be. Yeah, he bugging out like we wilding because we thought Errol was done. The dude was fucking on vacation for 3 years. That's why we thought he was done. It ain't simply because he lost. It's because he ain't come back. But we gonna see. That's a good fight. That's a tough fight to come back in. And then to go to Australia to do it, that's even wilder, That's even crazier. But hey, we'll see what Errol got to give us. I don't really think he beat Zayas. I don't think he won a belt from nobody at 54, but he could maybe he could beat Tim. Better that it's in a packed house in Australia instead of a few thousand in Texas. Exactly. Zaffron said, wasn't he in a car accident too? Yes, he was.
A bad one.
Haney versus Charlo. Yeah, I seen that shit. That Charlo's calling him out. Charlo is desperate, bro. Charlo is desperate. He calling out Boots. He calling. Who he called out? He called out Boots. He called out Crawford. He calling out Haney. That dude need money. I do need money. But it's like, well, nobody told you to sit out for 2-3 years, homie. You could have been came back by now. Nobody told you to do that. You just coming back because you spent all your fucking money. You know? That sound like a you problem. He said he the best at 154. Not sitting out for 3 years, you not, bro. Oh, stop motion MMA said I'd pick Haney because Charlo is washed. Errol is washed. Yeah, they both might be, you know. But that I like watching washed up fighters fight each other. Like there's an argument that Tim is washed too. So if he's washed and Errol is washed, we got a whole rinse cycle going, bro.
Pacquiao won't wash his old washed up fighter.
For real. That motherfucker's super washed. That motherfucker dry washed. But, you know, he about to fight Ruslan Provodnikov, bro. Who the fuck want to see that?
Yeah, Provodnikov is still around?
Yes. You didn't hear, country? They doing an exhibition in April, him and Manny.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, bro. You didn't hear about that 2 days ago?
No, I missed that one.
They doing it in Vegas, bro. Shout out to Drew. Whoever wins the race to get in their big fights on Netflix and say CBS, they will win the American. Not really, Drew. You just saying that because you partial towards Dana. You can't win the market because you did one big fight. If you talking about like, oh, if they do a big fight and it ends up on Netflix, they won. Not really, because then what happens after that? Are you going to get that kind of viewership for all your fights, or is it just that one? Come on now. It's going to take more than that. We'll see, because they want the funny shit is the more time passes, it looked like the more that Eddie is putting distance between himself and Turkey's operation. And I'm wondering, okay, what role does that play in Joshua versus Fury? Because they already told you they trying to take that from you. They already told you that. Zuffa want to promote that and take it to Netflix. What role does that play? We'll see. He said Anthony
Fury's in bed with Turkey, isn't he?
Yeah, he is, but AJ isn't. AJ isn't.
It makes it kind of precarious, man.
I mean, the fight needs to happen, and the fight needs to happen, and just being honest as a customer, irrespective of what promoter you like, it would be better if it was on Netflix. It's just the truth. It would be better for all of us. No pay-per-view, huge platform, everybody has it. It goes from being a big fight on DAZN to being a global event on Netflix. It's like it's not even close, bro. So would it be better if that happens? Yes. Yes, for all of us. And for them, yes. So, we'll see. 2027 is too late. I don't think it takes that long, bro, because they're saying that AJ going to come back in the summer, right? If AJ come back in the summer, you could do the Fury fight in the fall if he come back in the summer.
True.
They don't have to have. Fury is already about to have his tune-up fight. AJ arguably already had a tune-up fight, but they're looking to do another one in July. If you do it in July, you could bring those boys back in November or December to do the fight between them. It don't got to take forever. Shout out to Drew. Eddie can do that, but the data is out there. DAZN is not going to grow as a sports platform in America because Americans don't need it for sport. That's a good point. Americans have several different outlets for sports, but not just sports, Drew. Boxing specifically now, if we're going to narrow it down, boxing specifically, at this moment, DAZN is the home of boxing at this moment. That could change in the not so distant future, but right now that is the biggest platform for boxing. Just because Netflix does the occasional show does not make them the biggest platform for boxing, because you don't do that much boxing. You only do the occasional show. Now, if you invest, pick up a promoter, then now we talking. That Twisted Sister, I Want to Rock, made me do my 100 meter sprints from record time. I'm like, yo, I'm telling you, good music, man. If you put on some 80s power ballads when you at the gym or when you just, training or whatever, yo, dog, it'll have you ready to throw a Volvo at somebody, bro. Little Toyota Corolla. Shout out to Drew. The Zone's biggest hurdle is absolutely. I 100% agree with you there. The Zone is stifling their own growth with all these paywalls, with all these pay-per-views, with all these tiers. None of it helps the growth of the platform. None of it. It's almost like it needs to be absorbed into something bigger so that it can reach outside of the boxing bubble, because there's only so many people in the boxing bubble. You need the casuals, and you won't find them on the Zone. The casuals is on Paramount. The casuals is on Netflix. They are, you know. Bro, fucking 80s power ballads. It's nothing like that. If you play that Meatloaf song, and I would do anything for love, but I won't do
Bro, I'm
that.
telling you, dog. I'm telling you, nothing's gonna stop us now on the elliptical. It just there's
Oh
nothing really
my
better than it, bro.
God, you talking about the shit from Mannequin? And we can build this
Yes,
wall
my nigga.
together.
Yes, bro.
Since it's my food. Oh my God, I love that
Bro,
song,
that's
bro. I
my
gotta get,
shit, dog.
I gotta
I
add
was
that to
born in
my
the wrong
playlist.
era, bro.
Yo, I
I was
gotta add
supposed to
that.
be born in 1960.
My
That way I
God,
could have lived my 20s out during the 80s with all the great
I'm gonna
music,
be doing
loose women,
pull-ups. I'm gonna
cocaine.
be doing fucking pull-ups with a little Toyota Corolla on my back if I listen to that. And we can build this together.
That's
Stand
You wildin', man.
forever.
that's
What's that
that's Jeff,
shit, yo?
that's Jefferson Starship.
Oh, I love that song. I need to add that to my
I'm telling you, bro,
playlist,
that's my
bro.
shit, bro. I listen to some fucking
Yo,
gas.
80s,
That
80s,
Starship, I forgot, man.
80s songs hit like see, 70s songs is infectious.
Yeah,
70s so
yeah,
like
yeah,
they're
yeah, yeah.
infectious. Like you can't not rock to it. But it's something about 80s songs, man. It's like, yo, man, this shit hit too
The shit
hard,
is hype
bro.
because that was the era of cocaine, bro.
Cocaine and masculinity, though, like you had a bunch
That's what
of
I'm
cat
saying, dog.
motherfuckers high
Yes.
as fuck on cocaine, bro. It's a
Dog, I'm
vibe.
telling you, bro. I was born in the wrong era, dog.
Shout out to
I'm not
Drew.
supposed to
You
be here.
you think the Zone is getting bought by Prime? Netflix better is what they're. That's not a bad forecast, Drew. Instead
That
of
isn't.
instead of Prime trying to micromanage some cockamamie promotional outfit, if you just bought a platform and integrated it into your catalog, that would be like that's
Damn,
smart,
that's pretty
Drew. I ain't gonna
gas.
front. That's smart. I ain't gonna front. That's smarts. That's
Damn, Drew, you're
smart.
smarter than you look, what?
Oh shit, yo, this Texas California shit, bro. Like
Fucking with this
Texas
nigga all
California
day.
shit getting out of control, bro. This shit getting out of control,
Bro,
bro.
my
You know what I'm
thing
saying?
is, Drew, don't fuck with me, bro. I fuck with people on the daily, dog. Like, you're not gonna get to
Listen.
me.
And we can be yo,
You,
I gotta
yo,
download that shit when
you
I get
got
off
to,
here,
bro. You
bro.
got to.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's something about 80s music, man. And early 90s music. Like a lot of stuff before 95. It's like, yo, it
Yeah,
was a vibe, homie. Like that music is something about it, bro. You know what I'm saying? Something about it.
the shit's just gas, way all everything, just top to bottom.
Fucking Peter
Fucking a
Gabriel.
flock of
I
seagulls.
wanna be a sledgehammer. That was my shit, yo. Oh my God, Queen. Don't even start with Queen, bro.
Shh, don't even start, dog.
I play Princes of the Universe, man, when I'm on the shit. How the fucking shit go? How the fucking shit go? And here we are. Oh my God, that shit is, yo, B. I be about to punch a brick fucking wall, yo. Yeah,
I'm telling you, man.
abracadabra. Trying to tell you, yo, like that 80s music, bro, that shit hit too hard, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, motherfucker be ready to fucking just decapitate a motherfucker out here, bro. You know what I'm
I'm
saying?
telling you, dog. I'll bench 315 to that shit right now.
Motherfucker gonna bench the whole top rank stable, bro. Like, ugh.
All you're
Ugh.
gonna hear from the back of the gym is, yeah,
Yeah.
lightweight, baby.
You know what I'm saying? Shit is crazy, bro.
No, I'm
Shout out
telling
to
you, bro. The day that I hit 225, I got to.
Shout out to Drew. This Texas Claggett said it's more Mexican when data shows more Mexicans are in.
No. What I said was that Californians are obsessed with comparing themselves to Texans and pretending they're more Mexican. And then the
Oh,
thing is, you said that I made claims that were false, and yet here you are, still proving me right. Like you just shut the fuck up. You lost, bro.
yo, listen, bro. Texas, Cali, it's all good, bro. It's
Like I
all
sit my nuts on your forehead, bro. You're literally still here arguing with me because you're triggered. Like stop, bro. Understand when you've taken the L.
Oh shit. But God, what's another good 80s one, man? Because it's so fucking many, bro. It's so many. And the
Bro,
thing
a
is that
flock of seagulls, bro. Fucking a space age love song.
how go?
The
Come on, get that
sun
singing voice
will
up, bro.
rise.
You know what? You know what? I felt the rain down in Africa.
It's raining, man.
Toto. That's Toto.
Yeah,
Hallelujah.
I
That
think
shit
the
hit,
I don't
best.
give
man.
a shit if that's a gay song. That shit's hot, bro.
I think the best group for the '80s was Journey.
Yeah. What? No,
You said
look,
Journey? Yes,
no.
bro.
Wait. Let me say. Wait. Let me say. Look, I love
Separate
Journey.
wave.
I love Journey, right? I have Journey on my playlist, but I'm gonna just say the '80s was too rich to give it to any one group, and like it
And you
was
Yeah,
can't leave
yeah.
Phil
It's
so
just too
much.
Collins out of that,
much.
man. He was one of the top musicians of that decade.
Bro, Genesis, Chicago, like it was a lot of
Honestly,
it
wait.
was.
It's kind of like this era, bro. Because it is kind of hard to give it to Crawford best of this era when we got Usyk, we got Inouye. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like we got three greats right now. You know what I'm saying? Like,
the typical song on the radio in the 80s was a banger. The typical song, like, yeah, all that shit was lit, dog. Listen, they hearing Sherry Lady now. You know what I mean? And they bugging out off of that. They putting it in TikToks and all. Sherry Lady going. And that wasn't even one of the ones. It was good back then. But that wasn't even one of the ones back then. Like, nah, that shit is hot. Like, don't get it twisted. It's a good
oh, I've heard
song.
that
And
one. I heard that one's pretty good.
it's a good song. But I'm saying back in the day, that wasn't even one of the ones. That's that like nah, like that was a good song that was on the radio, but that wasn't even one of the ones, man. You know, typical shit in the 80s is a banger now. Y'all using 80s shit in y'all TikToks. Y'all ain't using y'all shit like that. Y'all using 80s shit. Cause that was that shit, man. Cocaine and testosterone, bro,
Oh,
is a
fucking Bon
deadly.
Jovi.
Oh my God, Bon Jovi.
Nip,
Dude's
nip,
still work
nip.
on the docks. Union's been on strike. He's down on its luck. It's tough. That was that. Oh my God,
So
bro.
tough.
Oh. Shout out to Papa Foundry. Limp Biscuit. Get out here, bro.
I
Get
got you, bro. I'll time him out. I got you.
motherfucker said. Nah, don't do that. Don't do that. Fred Durst. But yeah, man, like all the 80s shit was lit,
You
man.
got
All
fucking
that shit,
Duran, Fleetwood Mac.
bro.
Come
Bruh,
on,
a
bro. Come
Fleetwood
on,
Mac. I
man.
used to, that she looked like a fucking angel. That blonde. What that Stevie Nicks? That's Stevie Nicks, right?
Yep.
Thank you,
Stevie Nicks.
Fleetwood
Yep.
Mac.
Bro, Stevie fucking Nicks, bro.
I
Oh
like their
my.
heart.
Hey, which one was hard?
The two sisters.
Barracuda.
The two
Who
sisters.
who who remember Wilson
Uh,
Phillips?
Crazy on You.
Who remember Wilson Phillips? Someday
I remember that.
somebody's gonna make you want to turn around and say goodbye. Oh my God, yo, that shit go too hard. Like, what the fuck are y'all even talking about? That shit go too hard, bro. I wanted the redheaded one when I was a kid. When I was a kid.
We built this city.
We built
That's
this
Starship,
city
man.
on fucking road. That was that shit, man.
That's
And that was the
Jefferson Starship.
and that it's like the typical song in the 80s was a banger. The typical song. Like it wasn't even one of the ones. It was one of the regular ones. And it was a banger, bro. Knows my
Fucking
shit is
Renegade Sticks.
who can
The
it
jig is
be
up, the
now?
news is out. They
Who can that be
finally found
knocking at
me.
my door?
You remember?
Hey, wait,
You
don't come
remember a
round
group?
Nah,
here
You
man,
no
remember a group?
I really liked Mr. Roboto by Styx, man.
You
That was
remember?
one of my
Gas.
favorites.
Remember a group called Yes?
Yeah, I remember
Yeah, oh
yes.
yeah.
I
Owner of a
remember
Lonely
yes.
Heart.
What was they song? What was they song? You gotta sing that shit, Herb. You
Owner
gotta
of a
sing that
Lonely
shit.
Heart. Owner of a Lonely Heart, man.
Go ahead, country, sing that shit.
Dude, you don't want me to
Belt
sing
that
it.
shit.
Yes, I do. I just belt that shit. Get it out. Push that shit out. He get ready. He clearing his throat. He clearing his throat.
I can't sing though, man. That's the
Oh, come
problem.
on. But I can.
Right, like, bro, come on now. This is
All
a
right,
safe. This is a safe place.
you're torturing yourselves, but okay. Let's see. It went owner of a lonely heart,
Much
Oh,
much
I
better
know.
than the
I know.
owner of a broken heart.
Oh yeah, I know that
I
one.
do know
I
that.
know that one.
Owner of a lonely heart. Yeah. I remember that one. I remember
You
that
ever
one.
What
listen to the
about
long
the
version
the
of that song?
Proclamers?
Say it again, country.
You ever listen to the long version of that song or the long video?
Nah.
It's pretty good.
Get.
You ever listen to a group called ABC?
What was they song? You gotta sing, Herb. You know how the shit go. You gotta sing.
The look of love. That's the look. That's the look. The look
The
of
look
love.
of love. Yeah, I know that one.
Yeah.
I don't know that one. I don't know that
It's
one. I ain't
like
gonna
the
front.
one window sings a song, sings like she's singing.
How the fuck do you know that one? I don't even know that one.
You don't know Stevie
Fleetwood
Nicks,
Mac,
bro. Come
man.
on.
Listen, man.
It's like the one window sings a
Listen.
song, sings like she's singing.
Tainted love,
Ooh,
I've
baby,
got
ooh,
to
baby,
get
ooh.
away.
That's a guy.
I've
That's a good
got
one.
to boom boom. Oh my god.
I can't believe you don't know
Yo,
fucking Stevie
I'm gonna
Nicks,
tell you
bro.
something. I'm gonna tell you something. The best song to work out to is probably one of the gayest fucking songs in the whole
Hit
80s,
me, bro. I
bro.
know that shit's gas.
You spin me right
There you go.
round, baby, right round like a regular women.
That's the Thompson twins.
Yo, listen, bro. That's that shit. That shit hit too hard, bro. That shit, yo, never ending story, bro. Work out to that shit and see if you don't hit a PR.
You know
Turn
what song I like?
around. Look at what you see. Yo,
Among
listen.
many. I like She Blinded Me with Science. Thomas Dolby. That was a good one.
How I go?
She blinded me with science.
I know
That
that
one.
one. I know that one.
What about that?
What about you guys remember Cars by Gary Newman?
Yeah, I remember cars. I remember cars. In cars. Boom, 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 boom.
Yep.
Shout out to Luis. Y'all remember Tarzan Boy from Beverly Hills Ninja? I remember that one. Tarzan Boy.
Hey, do you
I remember
remember
that.
do you remember Superman by the Kinks?
How'd it go?
Oh God. I don't remember how it went, but part of the lyrics was, "Hey girl, we got to get out of this place." And it's called Superman. It's by the Kinks.
It sound familiar.
There's got to be something better than this.
What about the Cars? Who's gonna drive you home?
Oh God, I love that whole album.
What about your kiss is on my list.
The
You
lips.
chose your
Yeah.
kiss.
I saw them in concert.
Word?
Who else?
Yeah, man, they were
Who
great.
else?
It's too bad they don't tour together no more. They broke up. They got all pissed off at each other.
Who else? You know what? I love Take on Me. Take on
Everybody wants to rule the world.
me.
That's Aha.
Because what I would do is I would attack my sisters with that song. When I was a kid, I would run up on them and then I would start singing this shit off key. Take me. And they,
You fucking kid, bro.
I used to, yo, I was a dickhead when I was a kid, bro.
Yo.
I would run up on them and I would, especially if they was asleep. If they, I used to come at them with that fucking song, bro. Take me out. You know what I'm saying? That was my shit, man. I like Take on Me, man. That was a good song.
Okay, everybody wants to rule the world.
Everybody
Yeah, Tears for Fears.
wants to rule the world. Boom, boom.
You know what
They
else I
will
like
find
was Big Country. In a big
on your
country.
best behavior. Turn your back on
Which is the other one? Obviously I love Land of Confusion. It's too many people making too many problems.
That was Phil Collins and
All those
Genesis.
sweet dreams were made of
Get down.
this.
Yo, but listen, that fucking video was a goddamn nightmare, dog. Did you remember the video, Country? They had
Yeah.
all those like weird looking masks and puppets and shit. Like, yo, that was a
Yep.
scary fucking
And they
video.
had
not
Reagan
for
and
nothing.
Gorbachev fighting in the ring.
Oh, bro, fucking Phil Collins, bro. Phil fucking Collins.
Oh shit!
Hey, yo, do you like Buttercup?
How does that one go?
Tell him how it goes, Country.
I don't remember that one.
Why do you fill me up, Buttercup? Just
Oh,
to let
that one. Yeah.
Fill me up, Buttercup, baby, just to let me
Break my
down.
heart. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
All right.
Words support, baby, when you say you will. Shout out to George. Real Talk learned Edge of 17 from GTA 5. That gotta be
Yeah.
it. That gotta
No,
be
no,
it.
no, 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 no. I learned that shit from School of Rock when I was like 5, bro. Fuck you talking about.
You know what I'm saying?
That's the
You know what I'm
song that
saying?
he sings to the principal. Like, bro, watch your mouth, dude.
Motherfucking what else? Because there's so many, man. It's so many. I gotta bring it. I gotta bring in Whitney because her shit was the video where she wore the brown leather jacket. What song was that? Wore the brown leather jacket. Whitney Houston.
Oh, I don't remember. I listened to her stuff, but not as much.
How does that song go?
You know what? One of the most fruitiest videos, and you wouldn't think it, but it was like probably the fruitiest video of that decade was "Relax" by Frankie Goes to Hollywood.
Relax,
don't
get
do
to it. When
Yeah,
want to do
if
it.
you ever watch the video, it's a bunch of gay dudes, man, for real. Go watch the video.
Fam,
You see what I'm talking about?
You don't need to tell me them motherfuckers was gay. Everybody like them motherfuckers.
No. But the video was like on high. If you ever watched like the full cut video, that shit was like over the top. It was like, God damn. But see, back then we didn't know it really. Not as much.
Because of glam rock, like you got Twisted Sister, you get like everybody had the big hair, bunch of guys wearing fucking eyeliner. You know what I'm saying? That was the style back then. So motherfucker didn't know the motherfuckers put dicks in their ass. You know what I'm saying? I'm your baby. There it is, because I'm your baby tonight. Whatever you want from me. Yo, that was that shit. Yo, listen, bro. That was that shit. That was that shit. Oh, my God. I knew that one because of my mother. My mother loved Whitney Houston, man. Always playing her shit. Like, whatever you want from me. Oh, my God. I need to download that. Download that, too. Add that to the playlist. That was that shit. God, what else? Yeah, Annie Lennox.
Whitney was beautiful, man. Her teeth were straight like drug money.
Yo, listen. No, but the shit is, I get misty eyed looking at that because that was one of my first celebrity crushes. Was Whitney, man. The brown jacket. Her, Vanity, and Radon Chong. I was an adult when I found out that was Tommy Chong's fucking daughter. I didn't know that. The whole time I was watching her turn into a fucking gargoyle, I didn't know that. Radon Chong. What else? A lot of good songs back then, man. A lot of good songs.
You know what I like too? That's the way love goes by Janet Jackson.
That's the way love goes. Yo, who remember the Rhythm Nation when they had the cargo pants?
Oh, hell
yeah. Yo, listen, man. Janet, a little ass, man. Little ass she had, man.
They did a Rhythmless Nation on Living Color. That shit was hilarious.
Yeah, the Rhythmless. You know what I'm saying? Shit, man. What a catalog of music the 80s gave us, man.
Oh, dude, shit. Yeah, they gave us some of the best music ever. They've used them in so many movies and so much stuff.
Yeah, it was iconic music, and the way that is the story that Tom tells, that people often go back to those old 80s songs. It was a vibe. It wasn't just music. It was a vibe, dog. Like it's a cruel cruel summer. Oh, that's listen, man.
Yep.
You know something?
Listen, man.
A lot of movies be having hot soundtracks that people sleep on, like
That's true.
Fast Times at Richmond High had a hot
Oh
soundtrack.
hell yeah!
That's
What's that
true.
one
That
when
is
she was
true.
coming out of the pool? Something about that's right to living in stereo or something. Phoebe Cates was coming out of the pool. The water was dripping down her all slow motion. I wanted
Oh,
to fuck
Phoebe.
her so bad.
Yo, I
I
ain't
wanted to
hear
bang
that
the shit
name.
out of
I ain't hear that name, Phoebe K. Oh my god, dog. I
dude.
want
When
to
she
jerk
back
off to that
then, I
junk before
wanted
I
to
knew how to
bang her
jerk
so
off.
fucking bad, man. It was like,
Oh my
God
god.
damn.
Said Phoebe Cates. I have not heard that name in such a long time, dog. Oh my god. That shit. Wow. Shout out to motherfucking George. Street fight. Michael Jackson versus Prince. I ain't gonna front. I'm gonna go with Mike. Motherfuckers always sleeping on Mike. Like Mike wasn't. Mike could beat the shit out of Prince. I think that. I believe that. Mike could be
Nah,
in a fist fight.
yo, Prince had a little muscle definition, man. He might choke Mike out.
Yeah, but Prince was 5'2", homie. Like the D was tiny, bro. Like Mike
That's what
had
makes
some
him
height.
even. That's what makes him even stronger. When a midget grabs you and pull you on the floor, you ain't getting up.
I got Mike. I got Mike in that one. I got Mike in that one. Footloose, who's loose? Kick off Sunday shoes. That was that shit. Please, Louise. Oh my god, man.
You
What a
know who
what
I liked I was just listening to the other day was Christopher Cross. You better run like the wind to be free again. That one.
the one you made me think of. And I run so far away.
That's Flock of Seagulls.
Oh my god, bruh, it's a vibe. Listen, man,
You
I'm
know
gonna
what?
take my whole ass.
Duran had some really great hits too, man.
You remember the Stray Cats?
Of
I
course.
go.
We're gonna rock this town, rock it inside out.
Stray Cat Strut.
We're gonna
Remember
rock
that one?
this town. Oh yeah. We're gonna rock this town, rock it inside out. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah. I remember that one. Oh my god. Look, I'm going to
Well,
sleep,
what
motherfuckers.
about the other one? It was like Stray Cat Strut. I'm a ladies' man. He's
Listen,
singing
bro.
about going down the
What
alley
about me?
howling.
What about me going to sleep, country? What about that one? What
No,
about me
fuck
going
that.
to
You
sleep?
stand up, man. You stand up, motherfucker.
No, I see y'all motherfuckers on Saturday, bro. We gonna go live. We going
All right,
live in the
man.
afternoon. We going live in the afternoon and again at night. All right.
All right. Have a good one, man.